Save the pig! What the heck? A pig with a party hat. Hello, Mr. Piggy. The secret piggy. Save the pig, the game. The whole game you're trying to save the pig's life. Help!
If you want to, it's hilarious. It's called revisionist history. Why am I ignoring it? The person who's going to argue with me about my panel at MagFest 2012. They're going to tell me that I had a relatively small panel with a mixed reaction, and that's why MagFest didn't invite me back. Interesting. Even though it was standing room only, there were people in the back of the room who had to stand up for 2 rows because there was not enough room for people to stand or to sit in the room. And there were people waiting outside of the room for an hour before we started. That was a relatively small panel. Idiot. That's why I ignored stupidity, just so you know. But it's called revisionist history. It's when people like you, everyone believes you, and everyone, you know, likes you, and will say good things about you. And when idiots on the internet hate you, they will literally do anything they can to discredit every single positive thing you could ever say about yourself. No, there actually was a time when I was a popular YouTuber, and people wanted to go to conventions and meet me and sign and get autographs signed and take pictures and attend a panel and do all kinds of stuff with me. Maybe not today, but that did actually happen over a decade ago. You're just an idiot if you don't believe that. You're a fucking moron.
Oh my god, he's drinking salt!
The gas is killing symbiote suit Spider-Man. What is going on right now? I don't know. I used my ability. I used L1 and circle. The game says no, the ability will not work, and the guy insta-kills me. Great. Thank you guys for hanging with me tonight. You know, if you like the content, if you're enjoying the Spider-Man playthrough, please support it. As you guys can see, we're at $8 in tips. It would be great to get some more support tonight if you guys are enjoying. Alright, I'll be right back.
I just like to blow money because I'm stupid. I don't know what else to say.
I'm gonna make it my new agenda to not be constantly talking and mentioning contributions. If it is slow like tonight, I'll mention it like once, but I'm not gonna sit here and talk about it all night. I just want to enjoy the game. Alright? So, okay, let's continue.
Please be sure to like the videos, leave comments, let me know what you think of the ongoing playthrough. And, you know, we'll come back in a couple of nights here with more Spider-Man 2 progress and fun. Alright? And, you guys were a awesome audience tonight. Support on the stream was pretty bad.
Now we gotta get to the subject at hand, okay? Overnight, between yesterday when I did the show and this morning, I lost a ton of memberships on the channel. A ton, okay? It's not just like a few. It's like, I added it up, and it was like, it amounted to hundreds of dollars, let's put it that way. And there's a problem with that, and the problem with that is, that channel, as I've explained to you guys, okay, is only viable because it's funded by memberships. Okay? The content I put out on DSP Reacts is not content that I get to monetize and make money after the fact on ad revenue. Most of those videos either get claimed or revenue shared or outright revenue blocked because I'm watching content from other people. Okay? Again, apologies for this stupid post-nasal jam. So, the only reason that DSP Reacts is a profitable project and has been all year is because people show up to the streams, support the streams I do on the channel via super chats, memberships, gifted memberships, and tips, and because they become members outside of that to suggest the videos for the show every week, okay? So, here's what happened. I didn't do the show for a week because I was so sick. There was nothing I could do about it. I wanted to be here. I wanted to do the show. There was nothing I could do, alright? I apologize. I hate being powerless. I hate being in a situation when I can't do the right thing because the right thing isn't viable because I was so sick, alright? So, we did the show. It's all good. And then this morning, I checked the channel, because last night, I actually posted up the threads on DSP React and said, hey guys, next week's React show is now in effect. It'll be next Sunday, and this one I'm hoping we'll have Thanksgiving theme. We'll talk about, you know, hopefully Thanksgiving foods and traditions and things like that. The Black Friday shopping season with retail and stuff like that. And of course, the holiday season, I'm sure people will start to want to talk about Christmas. So I'm excited to see what next week's show will bring and what clips people will nominate. Said, please post up your nominations. I did that last night. And then this morning, I checked in YouTube Studio to approve everyone's comments, and I was like, oh shit. We lost a ton of memberships. A ton. Like I said, it was hundreds of dollars worth of revenue of the channel overnight erased. Okay? So, if you like the React content, alright? If you want to see it continue, if you like the weekly react show, if you like the fact that I've been putting in effort to do reviews for you, which I'm planning on doing a new one within the next couple of days of Season 1 of Invincible, and then to start watching Invincible and reviewing those episodes every week, plus starting to watch like holiday-themed movies and specials and reviewing those for you as well. If you like that content, if you like long-form reacts, for example, at the end of this month is the Adpocalypse 2.0.
Oh.
Which we've talked about, but just to reiterate, at the end of the month, there will be a marathon on DSP Reacts of me watching advertisements that you guys are currently nominating. If you like that, if you like all this content, please support DSP Reacts. Please head over there and become a channel member, or give some memberships to your fellow viewer. Now, of course, you can't really do that unless there's a live stream, and there's no live stream set up there right now. I could set it up during the course of the week for next week, or you just wait till next week's show and maybe do it during the live show.
And every single person could, oh, that's e-begging. That's not begging. That's advertisement.
So, if you could, please support that channel. Alright? It would be great if you could. Alright? Thank you in advance to anyone who does support that channel. But I am concerned, and I was afraid this was going to happen, that literally I missed one show, and a bunch of people now are not going to re-up their memberships. Because they missed out on 1 week. And oh, forget it, right? It's just crazy that the entire support of that channel hinges on me being able to do the show every week, and if I can't do it one single week because I'm sick, that this is what happens. But this is exactly what I was afraid of. Alright, maybe we will have a rallying next weekend. Maybe when the show is a new season, I feel like it's a new season. We're out of the horror season, we're heading into the holiday season. Maybe people will start to feel generous and support the channel again. That would be great. Okay? So, I just wanted to bring it up, because yes, it is definitely affecting things in a big way right now. I've loved doing the React content for you this year. I have. I love the tier makers, I love the reviews, I love the weekly react show, I love the big long-form react events. It's very fun, it breaks up my content, and it makes it feel very different, correct? It does, instead of just being gameplay, 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 gameplay. Me breaking up what I do into variety has worked. In fact, this is one of the big suggestions you guys gave me. Talk about the suggestions box, right? React content is one of the suggestions you've given me over the years that I should start doing. I diversified myself this year, and I've enjoyed doing it, alright? But I need your support to keep it rolling.
I love the holiday season in general. I love people giving, donating constantly. Can we get a tips goal to do a 70s style half-open button-up shirt with Vaseline on your chest for $125? I do that all the time already. It's absolutely disgusting.
It sounds to me like all you're saying is set up a stream that's members only. Okay? What's the benefit of that? Right? And the other thing you're saying is have members pick, or you pick a bunch of indie games, and you play them for 30 minutes at a pop. So what you want me to do is buy like 5-6 games, and play for 3 hours. Every 30 minutes I play a different indie game. Okay, what's the benefit of that? I'm at a loss. You know, I am. I'm kind of like scratching my head. I don't get it. Wouldn't it encourage memberships? Would it? Would it encourage memberships because Phil's playing 6 random indie games he's never going to touch ever again on a stream today and only members can see it? Would that make you become a member? You tell me. That's what I say. I don't get the concept. You're talking someone who gets 300 views versus someone who gets 20,000 views. The scale is not there. That's why I don't do that stuff. And that's why people say, why don't you do this project that Max does all the time? Why don't you do what Moist Critical does? Why don't you do what Angry Joe does? Why don't you do what this other giant person 40 times bigger than you does? Because it doesn't work. The scale's not there. That's why. If I were a ginormous, in-demand person, I could do all these specialty events to rake in money. Oh, by the way, isn't it funny that if I did a members-only stream, all I would get is criticism that it's for greed. But these big guys do it literally all the time to bring in memberships, and they don't get criticized. That's okay, right? That's okay for them to do it. They could paywall their content all day. That's perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with that. But if Darksydephil does it, he's the devil, right? So there you go. So, yeah, this sucks. That I can't do the things that other people do. But I do feel like it is completely and utterly unfair that people do stuff like this to me. And they try to say, oh, you see, well, Phil just doesn't want to do what other people do. He doesn't want to improve. He doesn't want... No. It's because I can't. I'm a small-time guy. Just because I get insane amounts of harassment on the internet, and all these nut jobs are obsessed with me, and because of that, a lot of people know who I am, does not mean that I get a positive result of that. I don't. I don't get 10,000 views on every stream I do, where I can do Member Mondays, and it makes me a lot of money. It doesn't work, okay? So that's why I can't do that kind of stuff. I didn't even understand the concept, because to me, for someone of my stature and my size, what you described didn't even make sense. You understand? Like, That's not even a consideration of something that I would consider doing, because it would be shooting myself in the foot. It would basically be isolating a ton of my audience who aren't members, who can't watch my content now. And playing games no one's asking for, right? And then dropping my profits for the day into games I'll never play again, and that's it. I made no pay today because I bought a bunch of games for a random stream. Again, dude, Moist Critical, to buy 6 or 10 games for a fucking stream, it's nothing. He farted those games out. He makes thousands of dollars a day. You understand? I don't make thousands of dollars a day. Got it? Okay, I hope that makes sense.
Why do I sometimes name drop other content creators that are bigger and more successful than me? Because I'm jealous.
Okay. Continuing on. Find a nice local shop to make merch, sell it on Etsy or eBay. It'd be profitable for you and help a small company. That's not how it works. In order to do that, I would have to finance all the merch up front. Meaning I would have to have investment capital to invest into merch, to produce the merch with the small business. The small business is not going to make merch out of the kindness of his own heart in the hopes that it will sell online. All right?
Would I stop doing Q&A on my podcast and other content to save all questions for Ask the King? No, that's ridiculous. Support autistic creators is insulting me and calling me autistic, so you can get a nice, insane ban here. Fuck off. There's still this back here, and it's still in the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind, and it's always telling me it's WWE Champions time. I love it. I love it. Is a mobile game addict. Phil has indoctrinated children who send him money, blatantly milking for money. It's a money pit. It's gone, just gone like that. In an instant, fucking gone. I just care about money. That I just can't help it. By eBay. Contributions are mandatory, but I need your help. I am appealing directly to you. No decency, no respect, no common sense, no fucking maturity. Is the guy who just doesn't get reality.